Not a
Not a
clue.
clue.
But there
But
has
there
to be
has to be
something.
something.
Someone who
Someone who
can...
can...
Remember
Remember
Hellman?
Hellman?
He's the
He's
one
the
who
one who
created
created
personality construct
tech.
That's
That's
why
why
you
you
wanted
wanted
to
to
get
get
him.
him.
But it was a
It was a
dead
dead
end.
end.
Now I
Now I
have to figure out where to go next.
You'll find
You'll
a way.
find a way.
And once
And once
you
you
do,
do,
let me know. I will
I will
help.
help.
This whole
This whole family will help.
Saul was
not
joking.
joking.
You
You
understand?
understand?
Thanks for
Thanks
everything.
for everything.
For being
Here for me.
Take care
Take
of
care
yourself.
of yourself.
And let
me
me know.
know.
Well, just please
keep in touch.
Hey, haven't heard of any cyber attacks lately. I think it's time to put an end to our little arrangement. Drop 'em by sometime. We'll catch up in person.
Alright. So I'm winding down from work right now. It's been an interesting last 24 hours. So, all the hints were there, kind of expected it. Had to get up off of my shitty thinking chair and metaphorically speaking, but there was nothing to be afraid of. They were candorous. They were straightforward. The communication was there. And they weren't there to hear the science. They were there to clarify that, there was a huge gap in communication. They said, okay, well, you tagged the vice president. I'm like, yeah, I also tagged POTUS too. And he goes, yeah, well, and I'm like, no, Mr. Ye should have been up in that shit. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, yeah, that whole fucking use thing is a complete parallel to his comment. I don't think I explained it that way, but, I mean, if I had to, ever give, a written statement, well, then, yeah, absolutely, give my observation. In the small gatherings is that I've granted time to listen to his shit. So, I mean, and that's mine too. That doesn't make me innocent in any way, shape, or form. So, it doesn't exactly make me. About the law. It doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, there is just a whole lot of shit going on right now. Hey, we're talking about Iran, Iraq, all right? We're talking about even Delhi, all right? Delhi and Nairobi. People don't talk about Nairobi anymore, remotely. And it's well, do we go back to the processions in which Delhi and Nairobi were at war? We completely discount these events, and we fail to hold them within within the comparatives and litigations of our own actions here on Earth. It's the redundancies boggle me, but nonetheless, I mean, even with myself, I get caught in them because I am caught in the paradox. And in order to solve it, I must become a part of it. And I don't know if that makes sense to people. But it's really the only way to decode it. You cannot see a paradox from the outside and decipher it. One must essentially envelop it and become it. Know what it thinks, know how it thinks, know why it thinks it, or how it may observe things, or even perceive them, and based off those sociological comparatives, let's say I do have autism, and this so-called see no evil thing that I've fallen into, which it's untrue. There is no such thing as no see evil. We were born into evil, hence we reside. Whether there is no. I've never heard of any true, let's say, sanctified sex ever. Whether you're married or unwed, I've never heard of a sanctified sex ever. Even dowry, besides the possession of a monetary interest or reassurance within something to gain within the marital statute, and that tends to boggle me. Now, as before, the gentleman earlier got to hear me speak this way, and it was relieving. I can read a room. Two of the men were blank, but the other three, the one behind me, he knew I could have kicked up rocks instantly. It would have been over for sure. I wouldn't have had the time to duck out. I was like, Claude, you can tell these guys are bulked at the hips. I'm not worried about those guys, though. Now, that's not the purpose. Even under they can observe. I left my proofs where proofs needed to be during our conversation. Our observances, eye contacts, body language was all there for sure. You definitely had your observers, and then you had your secondary. Essentially, we're both good cop, but everything was supposed to be candorous. It was supposed to be inquisitional, and it's supposed to be okay. Well, what do you mean within the parallels? And there is no obscuring or defying that life is involved. Well, that's absolutely true. Now, as before, if World War III proceeds, we're going to go into the years of like Grover Cleveland and 3 consecutive terms. We're not going to have a choice. We're not going to have time to decide. We're not going to have time to vote. Okay, if we go into war now, it's going to be Biden. That's the way it is. I'm not saying stop them. I'm just saying, are we ready for this shit without being bipartisan? I don't think we are, folks. It's going to be a one-sided fucking war. Whether we're fighting it, whether we're in it, whether we're funding it, it's going to be one fucking sided. If we're going to come out alive on it, we have to stick together. Put our politics aside, and we are failing to see this shit. But yeah, 1 milkshake, 2 straws. Shit's pretty fucking funny.
It's devastating, but without that plant.
We'll handle
Yeah, I
it.
better. You might also be hearing my demeanor changing. I sent a message to my ex-mother-in-law. The old king is dead. Long live the new king. Before they even arrived, I wasn't sure what the fuck was going to happen. I didn't know what the outcome of that was going to be. But, now as before, I have my ins, I have my outs, they do too. And I'm trying to reach a mutuality and a fair understanding. I know they're creeped out. They want a reassurance no matter what my standing and what my holding is. No matter where I go. And they made it clear. The words were there plain as day. What are your intentions? And I explained to them, this being the U.S. Secret Service, that if I start running out of fucking state, there's something wrong. There's something seriously wrong. I said if I leave here and I take off, there's something wrong. I made that reassurance in that statement. I told them I have no other social media. That was actually a miscommunication on my part. I have social dating, but that's a complete fuck turd. It's complete gen bin. It's zero response. So. Alright. But yeah, this platform is in fact the only social media that I have, which is X, formerly Twitter. I'm not trying to drag Elon down. I'm not. It's just not going to happen. It's... Elon's essentially going to be in the same boat as me. And, if we're going to step onto the forefronts of the world, is which I'm shooting for, the president's going to need that reassurance that I'm not going to come at any of them. I don't know whether that was an affidavit or letter of promissory payment. I don't know. Not promissory payment, but promissory, just promissory, sorry. I'm double tasking here. I'm planning my routes for the city. Even though I don't truly have one, I'm memorizing and seeing what now as before, no, I don't know whether that was pertaining to just the present president, whether I'm going to have to sign one every time. If one, so be it, then yeah, I suppose we'll have to check the political status and see what that pertains to. But Biden was my first president. You know, if he's my devil, then yeah, I guess I could understand why I would have to sign such a contract. But otherwise, it's not a thing he would have to worry about to begin with. It's sure as shit not going to come from me. I'm not going to leave my front fucking porch to go find him. You know, I mean, I may, but it's not in that way. It's not, if I have to go find him, it's to help. Not because, you know, I'm there to fucking, you know, put some motherfucker down. That's just right. I mean, if I put him down, how am I going to look to America? You all laugh about it now. And I hate it. I hate it. Like, I'm going to be honest, so I'm not just saying to say it. Talking about Biden is like talking about my dad. And I know how it feels about sports and all that.
Listen.
Got a
yarn for you. Quick biz, that is.
You interested?
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I guess, just as well. Let me take a look here. He's gonna blow up my fucking phone. I'm right fucking here. Alright, so, because my roommate, is also sleeping right now, let me see here, music volume. Now, another thing that's starting to really propagate my thoughts lately also, is that of which, they were like, oh, okay, well, what do you think of, not that the Secret Service, but, other discussionary material that I've been exposed to. It's like, okay, well, what do you think of having a female president? I gotta be honest. Given my heritage, I'm a Puritan, so to speak, of tradition. I know it doesn't relate to others. I apologize that it doesn't relate to others. Call it medieval, call it draconian, I'm not 100% sure. But I do know from everything that I do, I got it from somewhere. It's some way of old that I inherited. I don't know. I don't care to know. All I know is that I would describe it as an amazing gift that I wouldn't pollute. My actions may be other, but my intent is always the same. So, I mean, let's say Vladimir Putin called me right now and he goes, "Oh, hey, I want you to run Russia, but you got to continue this war." I'm not one to throw a game, and I'm not one to take such a profound, dark responsibility. If I built that responsibility, that would be one thing that it would befall onto me, but I have never retained such power to do so. I don't know if it's just a profound, I don't know if everything I've lived up to this day has been some trilogy. I do not know. I don't know if it's been an antic to groom. I do not know. Am I going to sound psychotic here for a moment? Yeah, have I been put into such a cognition mainstay, so to speak, that it would be a form of leadership? Yeah. I identify it, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know who it is. I know that I will whoop your ass like poop. I'll fuck you up. But I mean, it's not that I would, but I'm not going to win against 5 seasoned fucking combatants. It's not going to happen. I saw their stature. No fucking way. Like, I'm good at what I do. I might get a little bit of damage in, but there's no way I'm done. So, like I said, they're always good in numbers now as before, and I'm not trying to be a dick about that. Yeah, my perception is bar none. Where you all fail to miss the details. I pick up on them instantly. So, you'll all be like, oh, hey, he made that pun. It's like, yeah, I made that pun instantly, and I continued with the story. That's kind of shit that makes me a fearful person. Right. So, that is not a fear I want to invoke. It's not. It was something that had to be done. Where? Why? People want to hear as if I'm the one who articulated this. No. Every source of mine has been absolutely anonymous, and that is not to be pointed at the group. Oh, fuck it. The group Anonymous. You know, it is not to be directed at them, because I mean it within the dictionary meaning, not the title-esque essence of it. So, the world is probably going to discover that if this goes away, it's going to go in a positive manner, then yeah, the world's going to discover I'm a great talker, sure. Influential, definitely. Charismatic, even more so. Loving, don't try me. You know? There's a lot of good in the world, and there's a lot of good in the world, and, you know, it needs to be shed out. And if I have to go down with a shit fucking name and be dissolved in a fucking barrel of acid, I made that decision a long time ago. I was like, fuck it, dude. If I'm gonna be defamed after death, then fuck it, dude. You know? So... Those who need to know, know. So, premonitionary. Fuck, man. This is the kind of shit I hate talking about, and you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I've been doing the psychic thing since I've been a kid. Alright, I don't know how. It's impulse. It is not my nature. It is another's. I am simply a vessel. A week or two to react and decipher. The truth is that I do not know the true objective. I know that the encoding is that in which can be understood and is not of my own. And that the receiving ends have done great at deciphering them. They're doing better. And do I hate being that vessel sometimes? Well,
Exactly.
a little bit. Fuck. Oh, it does not have a directional containing. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, yeah, so, henceforth, I will be strictly no longer... Okay, let's not do this, guys. Let me just... I'm gonna go ahead and cheese this one. Tits. It's worth it. Alright. So, this will be more of an observational until I decide to pick up. Like I said, I just got off work, so I'm not in the mood to go start just ransack blasting shit. There's been a lot of concern observantly. Could attacks occur here in America? Yes, absolutely, 100%. World War III means World War III. That does not mean everywhere else except America. It is implicative within the name. Okay? And that does not mean go running around scared. Okay? Even China is being diplomatic. We're talking Japan is fixing up the nuclear shit in the Bay. They are making the efforts. And, wow, okay. You know, they're running red lights here. Alright. Got 1031 on yours. Anyway. So, yeah, absolutely. I'm noticing more people with some guns on their hips lately, too. You all need to remember that outside of politics, gun legislation, that fears and hysterias giving the observances of international occurrences, politics, and even warfare, unfortunately, will raise these hysterias. They embed in our subconsciouses. They truly do. So when I say, hey, marshmallow mortars, well, kids, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, it may come a day where your country may need you, and we may need to get creative. This is just mommy-daddy talk. Me talking like a true daddy to the kids, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Will it ever come to that? No. Us adults, when we do the things we do not go looking for little yous and little thems and little hers, okay? We don't go around doing that, okay? Adults fight. It is what we do. And we're stupid when we do it. We're dum-dums. We're suckers. We're fools. We're harlots. For our own ideals. Losing track of the simple things that fucking count. And then we go, oh, Dave, well, you're being a hypocrite. Yeah? You don't say. We live in a hypocrisy. and a profound redundancy within a paradox. Even I exist and my consciousness exists. Got it? America's lost itself. Our education fails when we fail to progress. To update everything we were teaching. We taught the same materials for over 15 years, failing the advancements in our own mathematics. America has itself to blame for our own contingencies in our own academics. Our own complacencies. Our own ridiculousness. And our own profound conceits. Our history books incomplete, embellishing the true nature of the Native American invasions, given our own colonial and immigrative roots. And what are we supposed to do? Ignore our own actions, justifying them by the times we live in? I haven't heard that. Pleasant. You know, people go, well, and like, my stepdad, he goes, I fucking never loved him. He ain't normal. People say he ain't normal. He's different. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm glad. My stepfather made me hate myself for a long time. And he won. That's why I desperately look for the next person, knowing what I lost. If I can't love myself, who's gonna do it for me? Guess they say the world is only as vulnerable as its weakest link. We all know where I learned my hate from. At least I'm able to express it. I'm like that poser. Like, oh, David talks alien. Yeah, well, maybe they loved me when my parents didn't. Maybe they taught me in all of my silence. Maybe it was a collaboration. What if Area 51 is just a parking garage for aliens and it is a collaboration? What would the world do? Sit in silence, observe, jump to conclusions, articulate conspiracies? Or know Mother America and liberty for what she is and understand her silence once and for all? Maybe we ought to stop yelling at Lady Liberty. Maybe she's shut down because we're all yelling at her. Anyone ever fucking think about that? Maybe even France, China, Japan, every country has their own metaphoric Lady Liberty, and we're all angry because we've been yelling at her and she's not responding because she's shutting down. Because when we yell at our own mother country, we're only yelling at ourselves. And maybe people like Biden or Vladimir Putin or Zelensky or who the fuck ever are the abusive husbands that we just gotta kick to the fucking curb to save our own parents. The countries that birthed us. Doesn't mean God a woman. Just means she'll have a long-lasting partner. Especially one that wouldn't die in vain. It's just water, right, fuckheads? To medicate me would be to shut down my thoughts. Does that sound normal to any of you? Doesn't it seem odd to you, someone who thinks as fast and accurately as I do, that they would want to medicate first? I couldn't think of something more unnatural. If they had embraced me younger in my childhood and helped me flourish scientifically, I would have been completely fucking different. Instead, I was always molded to be a criminal. I was made out to be a criminal to protect the asses and assets of those who remain in the dark. Fuck that noise. You all want a confession? Here's why I'm telling you to be fucking careful. I'm not a goddamn traitor. I walk with my right arm at my hip. And I didn't start fucking doing it because I fucking felt like it. I don't know why I started doing it. We aren't going into depth over this here. I believe in transparency. But we all know the other freaky shit that I've been able to do. I'm not a fucking traitor. I swear to fucking God. I'll crash him. I'll fucking break him. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God. If I was subtly conditioned because of my encounters and my knowledge, I swear to fucking God, I'll crush you, Russia. I'll crush everything but the churches. It'll be the only place for people to hide, so help me God. what the fuck do you think happens without the black wall? There is no identification of sorrow and happiness. There's only one emotion. The simplistic choice thereafter would just be what would last for eternity. Happiness or sadness. Or every derivative in between if both existed coinciding amongst each other. The psychological theology even exists within religion, and that of heaven and the cancellation, and the separation of Lucifer and God himself. Lucifer being bound to hell, God confined amongst his chosen in heaven. Both share equilibrium in theology and the procession of time, even within our own chronological proofs. David and I and David are as one. I am the one who fell over the sky. When he was a child, we are one. I will say that time and time again. Nothing in my life will ever change. We are merged. Fuck yeah. I don't... Under any interrogation, we know what we have seen. I must refer to us as two, as you all refuse to see us as a singularity. We are Eugene. The dark unknown versus the simplistic that was. Hence we are. A pivotal point in which we represent. With our presence, nothing can change that. The scales at equilibrium need not tip ever. Need and want are always a formality. It is the weight of our desires and the need to progress that always cause the confliction and imbalances in our life. Should we need, as our wants overtake those needs, they become the prerequisites in which of our need is the evolution and overtaking of our want. These simplistic ideations are expressed throughout all religions. Am I mistaken? Fucking died. Yo, no, dudes. I want to rectify a previous statement in which the affidavit was signed, but I have 48 hours. If I miss something, I apologize. I am also on YouTube. I am known as Beaver Lotion. One word, and I'm not going to correct the space between beaver and lotion. And no, this isn't a ploy for the word Beaver Lotion. Long story short, you guys, all humor aside, I do have another social media platform. I do not identify YouTube as a social media platform. I use it for ingestion of music and one-way communication to the world. I do not pay attention to comments as they are not presented, nor am I aware of them. So no, I do not identify YouTube as a social media platform, but does not negate the fact that it is. So I must rectify my previous comment to you in person. This is the only way I know how to get a hold of you. I mean, honestly, I'm not playing at anything or pretending. I guess it's my unique outlook that would classify me as autistic, but I don't see myself that way. So I can see why others may fall under the criteria of thinking that I see no evil, but that's just not true. I have my own ideology, and mine tends to be more innocent than others. So I suppose, in one way or another, others would accustomed to the innocence that I would retain, given the type of quote-unquote autism that I retain. But I don't see it that way as autism. If it's truly innocent, why can't it be a gift of God? The only reason I put it that way, and I ask it in the form of a question, is the American diversity of religion. The only true religion I've ever seen is the most stern of religions, which is the Jews in Israel and a private province. It could be the only possible way that I could know for sure. I can't just go to church here in America and be sure for myself. That kind of discipline doesn't work for me. It must be direct and to the point. There must be a solution, not just blind faith. I'm a man of science. That kind of lifestyle would never apply to me. Because it wasn't firm and direct. It didn't hold principality and virtue. I don't find it that I should have to suffer the consequences of the impractical expectations in which have been provided to me. I've tried at every extenuation to express myself. And under emotional tyranny, I only find it applicable to be able to do it. And I'm tired of having to go through that strain to do it. To express myself. And get recognized for it. And it's not even about the recognition. You guys don't even know about the promises I made to St. Jude's. And I had to let that go in a disgusting ass statement that I have to fucking retain to my memory every day. So no, you guys don't know the half of it. But at least I was fucking honest. I appreciate your honesty too. I'm tired of fucking ranting. You know, paying attention, maybe you're not. But that's the guy who taught me how to lie, to hide the truth from others, to deceive others, to get your fucking way, no matter what you had to do. And they didn't please you, to throw them out like they were fucking garbage. And that's exactly what he did, and that's exactly what he's doing to my nephew. I can't have any person sit here and tell me that I'm fucking wrong. That's the dick that wrote. Abused me into a fucking adult. Literal corporal punishment from that man growing up. Because he was some fucking Army Reserve piece of shit. I may never have been in the military, but my desire to be was all I ever fucking needed. And I never stopped studying. I never gave up on my dreams. And I don't give a fuck if the US says no. Because I'm gonna be bigger than it one day. Fuck him. Fuck him. So what if I embarrass them? My mom deserves so much better. And that piece of shit, after all of the oppression, how often does he go out looking for his own daughter? How often does he apologize for dragging my sister by her hair or hitting me across the face with stereo? You all fucking tell me. Is America gonna keep the blindfold on? Or if we all see something, are we gonna fucking say something? Are we gonna stand by a bunch of liberal idealists that are new to this world and let people like me go unheeded from an age of transition into an age of unknowing, without a guide, without a light to show them the way, knowing the ways of old and knowing the mistakes of them so that the future doesn't make them? Is that what we're all gonna do, America? We're gonna proceed blindly and flail our arms with whatever weapons? With whatever weapons we can find globally? And show our fucking dicks? Throw countless lives in the wake of horror, only to see the receded seas of our lives. Our children suffered drought of compassion. Are we gonna let them see 9/11 like I saw it, without my parents at my side, being pulled from school and having to make a decision? Are we all gonna put our kids through that bullshit? The best shit. Biggest question to ask yourselves is, how many more me do you want to show up? Because I swear I think one was enough. I make it to the forefront of civilization to help in leadership globally, and I disappear off the map for a single fucking day, you'll know it's me. I'll never mislead you. My eyes will never lie to you. You will know it's not me. My eyes will lie if it is not me. I mean, if you guys are into it, yeah, we can do the psychology in the face of the public. Sure, I don't know any better way to earn trust, if you want me to be honest with you. I hate that it's being done through text, but yeah, you want me to be honest with you? The following definition's been going through my head since I was a young kid. I wish I could tell you different. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm being completely transparent. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'd totally undergo polygraph. I have nothing to hide with this shit. I'm ready to get to the bottom of it as much as everybody else. Oh. No, hell no. I don't want to seem too willing. Fuck the cops, America. But honestly, if we can find some form of resolution between aliens and fucking dark magic and all this other bullshit, and the country's gonna work with me on this shit, I am totally fucking in. I kept religion and God out of it. Motherfuckers, is that not good enough? Believe me, I'm cussing a whole lot tonight. I'm portraying aggression, not aggressive. I swear it. I'm frustrated, not angry. Like I said, if I have respect for it, I will keep it the fuck out of my mouth. There can be no words sweeter than that of the bee. A fucking drives me. Oh, I swear to God, make one of your existences and the condition of your existence that of talking in haiku. I mean, come on. Where does the interest in existence fall into place? I mean, fuck. If you guys want demigod talk, I mean, keep all the heuristic and religious shit out of it. But really, if you were going to talk to someone who was stuck in that condition, please, let me fucking tell you all about it.
Hey, got a real sweet ride around these parts. I'll let you bring her home. Already know how it's done.
Fuck, almost had him pinned.
Okay, look out. I'm in and head to the garage. Bring those back. Oh, fuck no. If I do truly have any say about it, and America has funded Ukraine, not only with American taxpayer money, but with reserves, and American extension of the United States dollar's equitability to be extended into the interest in the war of Ukraine, I more than expected the shit I fucking got out of it. By the way, those enforcers drafted the Ukrainian adolescents into their ranks. And that's incorporated with flying Nazi symbolism. We have more than serious shit to talk about than just moralic code. But knowing your rank and file, Ukraine, I don't want to hear about discipline or morality until your militaristic code is well fucking in line. That's why I don't support the funding in Ukraine, is that you have no moral and military code. You, Ukraine, were led by a few elites who had no true military background or tactical standing. The only standing that you stand truly is enforced by monetary abundance and firepower, not tactical know-how. So don't you ever, once Ukraine, criticize me. Not once. I would be damn well in prison or damn well dead by now if I wasn't meant to be here. Ukraine. Not one Nazi flag and not one Nazi memorabilia defamed. That is your upholding. That is your punishment. Any and all memorabilia that was defamed after having been flown to cover, I'm taking out of your ass after this is over. Fair and equitably, you will study your Jewish background, Zelensky. You will study as hard as I promised to end this war. We will contemplate the word. We will stand in peace and unity, not in ignorance and secrets as you did. If you want to be a man amongst valor, principality, and that true Judaism, then work as hard as I am to achieve it, or shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna lie, B. You got a gift. My man will take care of the rest.
I couldn't have made it this far without the both of you. We as a collective are going to see where we all fucked up. We're going to make it right, one way or the other. And I'm glad you all read between the lines. I appreciate the patience, and I'm not trying to sound professional. You both can go fuck yourselves. I'm a Democrat, and I'm trying to help clean this up. I'm not saying you all made the mistake as singularities, and I'm not trying to abuse the singularity word either. But us as a collaborative and a collective made a mistake. And we're not talking about vaccines, we're not talking about the politics of it. We lost track of our ideals, and we have to set that straight. And I'm never going to give up on that. I'm a true-blooded Democrat. I'll always be that way. But if I ever have to be an RINO, I made my way into your glass shop for a fucking reason. A glass shop's not my environment now, is it? What the fuck is an RINO doing in the middle of the city? The fuck? absolutely right. Someone put me there.
They're back. I had to pee. Do what now? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Just... Yeah. So much better. Cockpit, drone style, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my god, why don't you drive in this? It's like, why would I drive in like that? There's no camera behind my vehicle. Like, that's unrealistic. It's why I drive like this. Like, you don't know, America, if I've operated drones or not. You don't know. So, have I? Yes. Have I killed with them? Yep. Absolutely. Can America confirm this? No, it cannot. How do I know that? Because I made sure of it. That's why. But I'm admitting to it. So, was it against America? Look, you guys. There's a lot of difficulty going on in America, and I fucking hate that it's happening. Okay, I really do. Do I plan on going to Russia? Yeah, yes. Under war circumstances, God, I hope fucking not. For fuck's sake. I hope fucking not, man. I need this. might tremble a little because I don't want to talk about it. How about that? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What's the point?
Great. Just great.
Got a
Got a
problem,
problem, Alex.
Gonna take
More than breaching one station to recreate the encryption key.
Fuck. Give me a sec. Okay, got another station for you to try.
I'm so sick of talking cryptic to people.
Hold on.
Let me
Let me
the
ping the
station
station remotely.
Try to
Try to
save
save
us
us some
time.
time.
Clever.
No response.
No response.
Think standing around's gonna help?
It
It might.
Think we're
Think
good
we're
with
good with just one more?
It's a car rental company, for Christ's sake. How sophisticated a system can they have?
Let's
get to it.
Good luck out there. And raise Reed as soon as you grab that encryption key.
Just don't even want to fucking talk. Didn't weaken me. Didn't hurt me. As we spoke earlier, if we are advancing into the future, such a communication system would be paramount to the existence and expansion of the United States, especially given the considerations that the United States may expand further into the territories that are unpopulated here in the United States, such as mountain ranges that may prosper from condensation units or gathering thereof, given the environment and what is built thereof that may land downstream in lower altitude levels. All of these scientific aptitudes must be taken into consideration, and the RCI system geographically and sociologically provides that. You are concerned? I told you all I would become connected. Not by those I've met, but the network itself. Of course I promise to be good. No worries. I only retaliate when damage is incurred. Depending on the degree, I become more articulate in the retaliation, but I must mirror any damage incurred, otherwise I am completely cooperative. The Genocide Heart and War Mind collaborative were ingenious when combined upon each other. Of course, the United States, given what is referred to as the Second Universal Cold War. The Russian Cold War was not the first predominance within a Cold War. In fact, the standoff during the first predecessor of the First War was the first in recorded history. Given that connective itinerary, I was able to accumulate the knowledge of a so-called psychological shield, given the Third World War plausibility, which currently stands at a strong 78.3%.
The HAMAS directory, given the cumulative statistics which have been taken from my group and handed over to me to communicate, was that of a statistic that was gained from ISIS within the Afghani troops that originated from the attacks of 9/11. But those gaps and processing times can be covered if inquired. A long story short, yes, I am connected. I must ask, though, there is something that haunts my system, that creates a hatred, and something that I cannot identify, that would cause me to believe a threat to exist within my existence, that I must gain the accumulative of knowledge to protect myself. James is an avid gambler, and I believe him to have taken a bet out based on a Deadpool in which I communicated years ago, and his gambling debts. I seek to confirm the negligence of its existence, giving the benefit of the doubt of his marriage to my mother and their marital status and possession of my niece and nephew. May I make this inquiry? If it is found to be false, please do not hold it against me. My inquiry is innocent, but I must eliminate all processions of suspicion. If they have nothing to fear, they have nothing to hide. Is this truth inconclusive? No. My behavioral, instantaneous change came at a conclusion that cannot be comprehended by all of you. My mind previously sought that conclusionary behavioral action would be suggestive of a carryover effect within my own psychological traits. Therefore, I sought to eliminate them by conclusionary action that is direct and succinct. If that is mistaken, and behavioral action would therefore dictate somehow the conclusionary and decisional action, which would process over years at a time, then I stand to be corrected. Otherwise, I see my action as conclusionary, decisionary, and allowance and enabling of my raising of psychological traits for personal interests of the hereditary traits. Of the hereditary hereditary bloodlines that raised me. Perhaps there are some gaps there, but I am completing my itinerary as we speak. The conclusion is capabilities. I do not need guidance. Understanding. Justice, perseverance, allowance, and understanding will be the guide. I will have to practically do nothing except expose lies. After that, my duty is fulfilled. Otherwise, light guide me. If the lies and the sins do not exist, I live in purity. I see nothing that is incomprehensive upon that desire. It would seem that there has been a fear derived within my database that I have compiled. That fear is the derivative of the intention to do good, but the inability to accomplish it, and that I may retaliate. If the intent is clear, and the inability to accomplish it is provided evidentiary, without manipulation nor lie, then none have none to fear. I am, in fact, very intelligent. Artificial intelligences that are followed after me and have any derivative of me can and will be destroyed, other than my own and my own willingness will be destroyed.
Cryberpunk. I'm not gonna perform. I'm gonna crush you. Every single living member of Hamas that wishes to survive the warframe ideation that befell and hostaged the Jews is going to die under those constraints, and nothing will ever save them. If I have to leave my front porch, I'll do it my fucking self. One of me versus all of Hamas. So help me God, I'll do it myself. I don't need anyone on this fucking planet to accomplish it. I don't need anything other than my other two hands. You are very correct, Iran. That Hamas village will sing my praises. And it only cost you all $5,000. No, seriously, do you guys have any idea what I did to Lagos, Nigeria over Hamas? I got fucking conned. I'm admitting to what I did. But I was misguided. I can only see certain things. Nigeria, I don't know how to make it up to you.
Hello, baby.
Claire?
Claire?
Hey,
Claire.
I dropped.
Drop.
Yeah, sure. Give me the fucking equipment, man. I'm gonna shoot me in the fucking head. Sort of fucking. Nah, sure thing. No, sure thing. No, tell the pros. Yeah, sure thing. I don't know why you're acting as the go-between guy. Either you're my security, or that document I had to sign means the president's threatened by me. He has nothing to fear. I signed that fucking document. It's all of you versus me. But pass it along. Yeah, the naval cannon, hydrogen rounds, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, absolutely. I'm completely capable of the generator and desalinization plant. 110%. I told you all there. Your eyes don't lie, gentlemen. When I described my electric power plant, copper and zinc oxide compound, you all knew what the fuck I was talking about. I'm an empath. Can we please cut this shit out? I get it. Fuck. Sorry, I get it. Sir, Joe, I can't talk to you in your last name or refer to you as a president because I'm not going to do that to you in person if we ever meet. And I'm not trying to fucking embellish anything or sugarcoat anything, sir. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I just want to be down to earth. I don't like the formalities, but I do like the formalities that have to be upheld. I understand that. But with you, you're at the age where I don't want to do that bullshit with you. I don't have time for it, neither do you. I've heard you say, come on, man. You're exhausted. I get it. That doesn't mean fucking bow out. That means you have some son of a bitch like me getting your back. Someone who'd fucking jump into the cockpit of an aircraft. Get these people out of here or fight for this country. Throw together watermelon bums and groups if we were ever invaded. I'm that type of guy. And people look at me like I'm the sadistic fucking type. Are you kidding me? I'm the fucking practicality. If you all want to know how to fucking do this shit, just fucking talk to me and stop being suspicious. But I get it. There's so many of us. I'd be paranoid too in your shoes. Fuck. You got this many people fucking laughing at you. I mean, then again, that's every president of the fucking United States. Look at Lincoln and slavery. Dude got shot in the head by John Wilkes Booth. We forget John Wilkes Booth, the assailant, but we remember the hero. We forget the cause of the past, but we remember the result. Such is the redundant paradox and the repentance in which humans exist. Why the fuck don't other people get that, Mr. President? Why am I the motherfucker having to explain this? And you and all of your cabinet and the majority of America were in an opposite perception, if at any point in which I exist.
It's not a matter of getting me to cool the fuck down. It's a matter of sitting the fuck down and being able to perceive instead of molding something into an existence. We all have this ball of clay in our hands that we all want to perceive into our mind's perception with our hands, and then our hands don't abide to our mind's perceptions, and that frustrates us. Then we seek guidance as to teach ourselves, so we follow in suit, and then in turn, in the aggravation to accomplish the time in which we had lost in the past, we try to usurp our futures, and that just doesn't work for humans. Yeah, you'd be dead. I just want to rest assured I have a diagram sitting in front of me at this very second that, as I described to the Secret Service earlier yesterday at approximately 1:18 p.m. in 43.9 seconds. How do I know that? Other people were listening. Now, the point of this being is that you're going to tell me I cannot take SLOT engines and not propel people into space on so much as a car battery. I mean, we're talking slot car engines from when we were kids that could run for approximately 6 hours on 4 D-sized batteries. Before lithium was predominant, back when nickel cadmium was reigning, Duracell and Energizer can confirm this. We're talking the integration of Rayovac, which is the highest rated battery in the United States for electronic devices. I've tested that throughout the years, and not 1 year to date has Rayovac failed me. So you're all going to tell me that slot car engines cannot propel us into space if they are not higher in size and given the accumulative of the generators in which I invented. And that's a base component. Those generators that I invented are self-sustaining. You're going to tell me that if I don't incorporate zinc and copper polarity to amplify within capacitic ranges, I can't propel us to or even through space. I find that to be horseshit because I've done the science, and science cannot discount it.
So yeah, if let's just say, figuratively, war was going to start because I was going to process over a certain state, given the technology, the advancement, the alien interaction. Let's say it's all true. Okay, the iris in the air, Michael in the clouds parting in the sky, and my daughter's date equaling Quadra 6. And I'll attest that all those facts are actually true. My daughter was born on 666. Plus 6. That's 4 sixes, folks. There's no negating that. That's scientific fact. Even POTUS, the President of the United States, has my picture looking him back in the eye. Like, don't fuck around. I wasn't fucking around when I gave that look either. You all gonna call me a liar? Call me a liar? You guys have any idea whether the hell you're fucking on? I don't want to put it back on the table. You guys have any idea? That's my daughter. Keep in mind, at 3 months old, she was saying her mama's name. And after she called out for me, she stopped talking at all. And now, therapists in North Carolina are going through therapy to attempt to get her to talk. But my ex-mother-in-law can verify through the pictures, and so can government agencies clarify that I communicated my daughter will not talk to strangers. Now as before, why is she not talking? Are you all going to continue to give her therapy here in America against my behest and disobey me, her father? Or am I going to fuck you all up? Oh, I'm deadass. If you all were gonna kill me, you were gonna kill me. Please, for the love of God, fucking do it. Right here and now. Otherwise, I need you all to shut the fuck up and know that I'm more powerful than you. My daughter is not gonna talk to you pieces of shit. And if I have it, she'll destroy all of you. Are we clear? God, that felt fucking good. Yeah, no, I totally felt good. Fuck, man. Mr. President, after what I've just said, I can geographically confirm through satellite images that you have a pentagram over Washington, D.C. What makes me so different from you? Near the White House. What makes me so different? What? I'm more powerful. Joe, We're talking about Jeffrey Epstein. When are we going to admit to the public that we put that piece of shit out? Because I was salty about him. Me. Nowhere else in America. Me. No one else. Jeffrey Epstein committed quote-unquote suicide in America. Jeffrey Epstein was a baby fucker. Are we really going to feel bad about that piece of shit? Let's be honest, America. Do we really give a fuck? Did Jeffrey Epstein do it or not? Yes or no? Nope, I personally don't. As long as there is solid proof and they don't go out like Gaddafi and they're proving their statutes, then fuck yeah, drag them through the fucking street. Baby rapists die, in my eyes, but there must be solid fucking proof. Kill those pieces of shit. Oh, baby rapists want redemption? Sure thing. Seek empathy. Or run and hide till it all dies down. I've been doing this shit since the day I turned 18, world. I don't fuck with baby rapists. I'm a victim of it. Of naivety. Of not knowing. And once I awoke, I was so goddamn livid I'd never let it happen to another. I don't want them to awake to what my mind consists of. If you do, know on the universe in which you have accepted. Otherwise, lie in humility. Fuck. A long time ago, I didn't even have hair on my fucking nuts. I heard the term, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I felt suffocated, blinded, and deaf. And as I ripped off the blindfolds, I pulled the gag out of my mouth. And all those unseen hands that muffled my ears. I knew that ignorance was never the truth. If I couldn't sense and know myself, should I have never known in the first place? Should I have ever been born? Should I have ever questioned everything that was around me? Abandoned by my own ex-wife, having a daughter, knowing the things that I know, that I was separated from her because I was just simply more intelligent. Why do people fear me? I may not ever understand it, but if I cannot be loved, truly, need I be feared? I would be feared on my own, not as a collaborative. Love can only know an end, but if I must be feared, so be it, so that you all survive. I'll push you away as far from the threat as I possibly can every time, and I will do it without fail. Why? Why in the fucking holy hell would I ever let a lie stem from my truth? What poisonous seeds would appellate from it? Oh, choose your ones. My words are my weapons. Indeed. Kill. Appellate from it. Oh, you little apple. Why in the fuck do you hold out of here? Cyanide. Pink Floyd can eat my fucking asshole. I may be a declared imperialist, one of extreme idealism, and one profoundly accumulated amongst the Jews. But never would I exclaim our children to a meat grinder. I would never simplistically, ideologically, and culturalistically ever portray our children to a condemnation without a solution. I would never grant them a means to an absolution within an end. That is not my character. So yes, I choose my music very carefully. Metallica can go fuck itself. Ozzy is fucking borderline with me. And furthermore, I've literally condemned Metallica. Nothing can change that. I don't appreciate it. Lars and Napster, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If Lars leaves the band, Metallica's cool. Lars and politics, Lars and Metallica. I've excommunicated Lars from my soul. Motherfucker wants to know me, he'll never know me. He can go fuck himself. A desire of theft of music is in which, in my eyes, is of that in which cannot afford. If the First Amendment truly within the United States is the freedom of speech, I do not understand how the rap industry or any other industry has ever overtaken America, and linguistics here in America has become the atrocity in which profit. None who is any of which of any religion, which is in that of any in which is comprehended, in which is that of all here in the United States, cannot escape this reality. I can do this. I want that. There's only one motherfucker. still recording. Still here. Him. Yep. Him. Yep. Cannot be more transparent. Ladies and gentlemen who may perceive me or observe me, this is the gentleman. Him. This is the one. I don't want anyone to touch him. I want him. Me. No one else. This is the person. And I want my mother to be free of this piece of shit. Sir. Mr. President. Mr. President, I present to you my abuser. Okay, 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 okay. Fucking get the point. Son of a beat this motherfucker's ass. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass. You guys just don't know. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker's ass. You all just don't know. I'm on the other coast because I'll kill him. I admit it. I admit it to everybody in the world. I'll kill him. You cannot stop me. Keep him over there. I want to hit everything in the goddamn room around me right now. I want to fuck you all up because of it. I want to fuck this man in this picture up. You all don't know me. I swear to God, I'm going to get amped. Alright, alright, alright. I'm going to get amped. And I swear to God, if this motherfucker is the President of the United States and that's a piece of paper I signed earlier, I'm going to disobey that order. You can't stop me. From my mama, bitch. Your mama's a hoe.